You've won your gold medals, you know, in the
Yeah.
half pipe. Slopestyle was going to be the new event in Sochi, and a point out of it. And you know, back
it's
here,
disappointing.
back here in America, I just have to be honest. Some of the headlines and some of the discussion was changing of the guard. Does that bother you? Where people thought because you didn't medal in half pipe and that because of slopestyle that all of a sudden now it was going to be we're on to the next snowboarder.
I thought the funniest thing was that I've heard I'm retiring.
Are
I was
you
like,
retired?
really? No, I mean it was kind of funny how, I mean not to pinpoint it, but it was kind of like, you know, media in the sense it can get twisted and turned in different ways, and it was kind of like, you know, I think somebody in passing asked me if I was feeling like retiring, and I said no. And the headline read, "Shaun White contemplates retirement." And I'm like, whoa, this is, you know, technically I guess, yes, I did contemplate it for that minute, but I never really thought about it. So I'm excited to actually get out and compete and show.
Do you have a chip on your shoulder
put that
now?
rumor to rest.
Heading into 2018?
I just feel motivated. I mean, it's kind of like, what can you do? It's like the best and worst thing to happen to you, I feel like. So it's the worst in the sense because you didn't win the medal. You didn't get what you wanted and worked so hard for. And it's such a, you know, get your waiver sign and everything. You don't get to go on the field trip with the rest of the class in a sense. It's a terrible metaphor, but.
I get what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? It's a letdown in that sense, but
You're used to being on the podium.
Yeah, but it's the best thing to happen in my case because I'm excited again. I'm you know, kind of invigorated with the sport. I want to go ride. I want to go compete, and I feel way more motivated than I did before the Olympics. So I think that's like the blessing in the disguise, and you got to kind of take the good and learning parts out of it. It's like that terrible scenario where you're like, I remember that was the hardest time of my life, but this happened because of that. I met, you know, this person, and that would have never have happened if this didn't happen. I feel like it's that moment. I just haven't had enough time to pass to really see what the benefits are yet. So I'm waiting.
The silver lining is there. It's the
Yeah,
whatever doesn't kill you,
I'm
make
looking,
you stronger
yeah.
type of cliche. So going into where you stand right now and looking at the next Olympics, is slopestyle now, is this something that's on the table for you, or you just want to stay with half pipe?
Yeah, I mean, I would be lying to say I didn't maybe bite off a little more than I could chew for this Olympics, just training wise. It was a gauntlet to try to do both. But what normally happens is when I do half pipe, I take 2 years off of slopestyle in order to compete in half pipe. This time around there was half pipe and slopestyle, just in the general season. So this time around I actually competed in both going up to the Olympics. And now in a traditional run of cycle with the Olympics, I've had 2 years practice where I normally took a break. So I'm probably more poised than I've ever been to compete in slopestyle at the next Olympics. So
Unbelievable.
that's how I see it.
Okay, Shaun White, fill in the confidence.